and gentlemen, you saw him on stage earlier yesterday, and now it's time for him to walk on and take over with a session that's titled Biting the Bullet for Indian OOH Progress. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that it's loud as you welcome on stage the chairman of IOAA. Please put your hands together for Mr. Pawan Bansal.
Check, check. Uh, Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a good night yesterday. I saw a lot of people drunk, myself also. And uh, Praveen, can you please join me on stage? Yeah. So the topic which was given to IOAA to present today was biting the bullet for Indian out-of-home progress. And with my limited knowledge of English, I said, what the hell is biting this bullet? Okay. Uh, so I looked up Google, and it said you have to do something which is you're not willing to do it. It is something very unpleasant, and something which you want to run away from, but still you need to bite the bullet. So I said maybe Rajiv and Vasant have got this topic wrong. Uh, we are working for the progress of out of home. Why do we need to bite a bullet? We, we, we are doing something good for the industry, for our fellow media owners. And, uh, and we have a
I know that there's sharks in the water, and now I'm not scared to go gun to my face. I guess that I'm biting the bullet. Said 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 I'm biting the bullet. Bullet, 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 bullet. Biting the bullet.
What the heck does that idiot mean?
so
That's Glenn.
The video is not coming on.
so it leads us to the question, why are all we here? And what is IOAA going to talk about today?
Dr. Brown, I thought the snowpack's in the future and now it's a race.
Future of Indian out of home. That is why we are here. And obviously, it will be with you all. We write the new chapter in Indian out of home. But before this, Praveen and I, when we were discussing, we had this AV made. Our role, not out, but our role. Praveen, you spelled it wrong. Yeah.
We can make a lot of money.
Yes, we will help you make a lot of money. That is what our role is. And in turn, I think so IOAA also makes money. But our primary objective is that all the media owners in this room make a lot of money. We have a twofold objective. So when I took over IOAA last year in the month of October, I had set my vision and the mission for IOAA. The vision was that we will establish out of home as a medium of choice and to reclaim its rightful place in the media ecosystem. That was our vision. And our vision was to, and our mission was to, next slide, Praveen, next slide, mission. And how do we achieve this? I said, we will achieve this through adoption of technology. We need to establish ethical business practices. We need to be inclusive. We need to be professional in every aspect of our delivery. That is when the brands will embrace us. And that is where we reach our goal of being the medium of choice. Again, what do we deliver to the outdoor industry? We are here to protect your interest. And obviously, the agencies and the brands are a very important part of the media ecosystem. We don't want to leave them aside. We want them to work with us to grow the Indian out of space together. Next slide. One of our clients, this is what he spoke about in one of the conferences in Gujarat. There's a bit now.
Can we play it, please?
It is not why hoardings. हम साथ साथ हैं. Let's make it happen together as an industry. Thank you so much. It is not.
So I guess the message is loud and clear that if we have to progress, we have to work together. All these stakeholders in this industry, we all have to work together. And that is where we grow this medium to its true potential. But then the question comes, how? How do we establish OH as a medium of choice for people, for brands, for agencies? And we've been talking about measurement in this room, and for the last donkey years, I've been coming to OAC, and every time when we engage with a client, he says, "Show me the numbers. I'm willing to put in the monies. Where are the numbers?" So I guess as IOAA, we made a very strong start, and we are in the process of establishing Roadstar, okay? And whatever the brands or the agencies who have used Roadstar till now, we've got only good things to hear. Yes, as Charles said yesterday, it's a continuous improvement. They started in 2010, and they are relaunching in 24 Move 2. I think so. We are Roadstar 0.1 right now. I think so. We will have to, when we, Charles, so when we launch Roadstar 2.0, I think so we'll get it inaugurated by you only. And so I guess it's a chicken and egg story right now for us for Roadstar. But yes, we took a very bold step. We approached the 3 of I's and said, this is what it is. You adopt this, make this a common currency for out-of-home measurement, and we take it from there. And luckily, they listened to us. And they said, yes, we are going to adopt this tool, but obviously, yes, it has to be vetted by us. And a technical committee has been formed. We are in active discussions with them. And I think so in a couple of months' time, I think so Roadstar will see the light of the day, and it will become the common planning tool across agencies in India. Tom has already explained in his presentation yesterday how the market, the Australian market moved when they introduced Move. I think so we're expecting the same results in India also. Next.
So though Pawan himself in the video actually is going to talk about a bit more than I do. So this is again something which I've kind of blatantly copied from Canada, okay, because that's what they call their outdoor the measurable out of home, okay, is what they call the elevated OH. And I kind of found it very interesting, okay, because once you start talking numbers on OH, okay, it does become a elevated conversation. It does not remain anymore that site is a great or this site is a great one. So that's why what we are doing now is entering into the era of elevated outdoor. And how do we actually elevate the conversations on outdoors? Is you've heard about Roadstar quite a bit. Okay, so I'll just briefly take you through what it does and what it delivers. So it's basically an analytics platform based on mobility data and a fairly large chunk of mobility data. I'll talk about the numbers as we go ahead. But there is a lot of issue with mobility and SDK data. Okay, globally, anywhere we use it. Okay, we get a sample size of about 50 odd crores every day. Okay, and that's the kind of data that we handle every day in terms of cleaning it, in terms of curating it, and then getting it down to a panel size which is reliable and which delivers the numbers on an everyday basis. What we are also doing is, and this is a recent development, is given that there's so much conversation on AI, okay, we kind of developed an AI algorithm which is going to actually do a lot of predictive analysis based on the campaigns that we collate within the Roadstar. Now, one of the key areas where how we've been able to actually classify audience and do behavioral analytics on audience is actually tracking their movement, okay, within the place of interest. And these places of interest are actually classified and segmented based on their profile. So you have premium places of interest, you have mass places of interest, you have various consumption points of interest. So within the liquor category, there would be permit rooms, there would be high-end bars. So it actually gives you a fair amount of idea that what is the kind of people in terms of profile also you're talking to. These are the current numbers. Those 40K media assets as of yesterday have moved to 60, 68, 70 odd. We're covering 800 markets, which is almost entire country. Okay, and currently we have about 200,000 campaigns within the database.
We have time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think so we need to push.
Okay, so like I said, it's a panel-based platform, okay, where we actually bring down that 15 crore odd data that we collect every day down to about 4.5 crore sample size. And this, you would know, is by far the largest sample size for any media research in this country at least. No other media actually works on this kind of a sample size, okay, to deliver reach and frequency. So we are by far more accurate in our results than any other media that gives you results or boasts of giving you results, whether it's television, whether it is whether it's television, whether it's print, or even digital. The sample sizes are far lower than what we are delivering here. I'll just make it fast because Pawan is on my head to close it. So the primary numbers that we give is basically reach, impressions, frequency. There's a lot more that you can do with this stuff, okay, which if anybody wants to understand can come and talk to me separately. This is Pawan talking about Roadstar on the World Out of Home Conference. So since we are running short on time, I'll just kind of skip it right now. But the only point of doing this is to just show you that the kind of conversations that we are having on Roadstar is not just limited to India, and it is one of the tools which is being endorsed by WU and kind of talked about fairly highly off, if I'm being immodest as well. Okay, and they've kind of introduced us to Sri Lanka. They've introduced us to Bangladesh to actually take these conversations forward with those associations as well. Over to you, Pawan.
Uh, the second step what we are going is now assessing the market size. And again, from Tom's presentation yesterday, we are not a 0.5 billion industry. It's completely understated. My feeling is, and again I say my feeling, is we are close to about 1 billion or 1.5 billion in revenues. But yes, we need to get a credible source of data to actually present these numbers to brands saying that this is how big we are. We are not a 3.6% share medium. I think so we are much bigger than that. And also we are trying to create a monitoring platform. Right now, all agencies, clients have their monitoring agencies who are going around physically doing monitoring of static, digital billboards. We as IOAA are saying that why can't we create something under the aegis of IOAA which is completely neutral and gives a real-time report to the client and also helps build our ADEX, the ADEX of out of home. So it will serve two purposes, give proof of displays and also create an ADEX for us. But my biggest question is, how do we do all these things? How do we put Roadstar in place, invest in Roadstar? How do we get our monitoring in place? How do we build that ADEX? It requires monies. And the media owners here in this room, guys, it's time to put your hands in your pockets and take out the money for us. High time. You can't just be spectators sitting on the sideline. We are talking about growth, we are talking about getting you more business. But आप भी जब business start करते हैं, आप लोग invest करते हैं ना उसके अंदर. And we are asking for little investments, little investments, not much. But my earnest request to you guys is, please do it. Otherwise, we will force you to do this, okay? I don't want to come to the second part, but if push comes to shove, we will force you to do it, okay? So it is better that you come and invest on your own. And once we get Roadstar off the ground, I think so Praveen said we have 70,000 assets as of now. I think so we need to get the whole universe of assets on Roadstar. And these are the few things we have done in the recent past, in the last 6 months, since the time I've took over. We've engaged with 3 of us, and we are in active conversation with them to adopt Roadstar as the currency, a common currency. We've also, and in fact, Tom, yesterday, Sam was gracious enough to say that we are sending out this communication to all the media owners in this country, saying that we will deal with IOAA members only going forward. After the tragedy, what happened in Ghatkopar, it is time we wake up to the fact that one trade association, the National Trade Association, will only give you protection, will only protect your interest. So I think so it is imperative for you guys to become our members. And we have also done an outreach program with a lot of associations, trade associations across India. And also, because of this Ghatkopar incidents, it made us think, what can we do to actually engage with municipalities across the country? And we have also taken that initiative now. And I guess in the next few months, I think so, we will go and talk to some 50 top municipal corporations across India and take this agenda of safety and standardization forward. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So just a quick, so this is the conversation that we had in Goa Fest, where Pawan and Nomi both were on the panel, and we've created a 100 days plan along with triple of AIs, okay, to get more safety and security and common standards into our entire everyday practice, okay, and it would be mandatory on IOAA. So anybody who's not becoming a member of IOAA, okay, would not have an access to that. Sorry,
Wow.
it was important.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. That was fantastic. We've got question time now. And to ask the questions, we're going to welcome on the stage Mr. Alok Kataria from Times OAH. You've got the 3 questions. Can we please request you to kindly join us on stage? Thanking Mr. Praveen Vadhera for being with us on stage as well for that part of the segment. And Mr. Kataria, all yours.
Yep.
Good morning. So, sir, it was a very insightful session.
Thank you.
And am I audible there? Very, very insightful session. We have a lot of questions, out of which I identified 4. 3. Okay. So, the first one is from the Bendu. And
I'm just deleted. He asked too many questions.
So, he's asking that in the Roadstar, AAI and media owners, where is the brand owners, methodology and independent research agency like Nielsen, Hansa? Do you think in absence of client stamping, it would be industry unified research?
Good question, Amindu, but I guess the first mission was to actually get the agencies on board. And I think so when they are going and presenting Roadstar to their clients, the clients are getting aware of this thing. But simultaneously, we've also started interacting with ISA, which is the Indian Society of Advertisers. And they are going to look at this tool very closely, okay? And the stamp, what you want from the client side will also come. But it'll be step by step. I think so let's first iron out our issues with the agencies, and then we go to the brands.
Okay, thank you, sir. Second is from Mr. Hamid from Adonmo. Given that Roadstar provides metrics of outdoor advertising, does the IOAA have any innovative plans to develop tools for measuring the impact of indoor digital OH advertising in private spaces?
Can I answer that, Pawan?
Yes.
So the same platform, okay, would be extended to all the retail media as well. And when I say retail media, it includes everything on retail, as well as in leisure points, as well as at the indoor spaces, because we can still measure people going into closed indoor spaces as well. So the same platform would be extended to that. Right now, the focus is on the out-of-home sites, but the same platform would be extended to both transit as well as indoor.
Thank you. And the third question is from Bhavna Anand from Times OH. What is IOAA doing to educate and update brands about enhanced practices and rules?
Bhavna, so right now we've, as I said, and the question and the answer is the same. What I told Nabindu was that we have recently started interacting with the ISA. Okay, you'll be amazed to know that they sent a advisory to us, which was dated 1987. And what did the advisory said? That you can't put up sites on traffic signals, you can't put up sites near schools, you can't put up sites near places of worship. And the same advisory has gone to the advertisers who are part of ISA. We have written to them very strongly that that was 87. We are in 2024. A lot of things have changed under the roof. And we would like to engage with you more, update you more on how the out-of-home market has grown over a period of time. They are aware, but I think so the secretariat works like that. So I'm not really sure what was the intention of getting that 1987 advisory to us. But yes, we will go and engage with them a lot more. Okay, and I think so. We will. My wish is that they also look at Roadstar and the practices, whatever we are trying to establish as IOAA, they will also appreciate it and adopt it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Can you choose the one out of these three which you find difficult to answer?
Bhavna's.
Bhavna. Thank you very much, sir.
Congratulations, Bhavna. Can we please have you join us on stage? Definitely dressed for this occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, join us in congratulating Bhavna, walking away. Gentlemen, center stage, please. The questions powered by MSMA. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. And I'm going to request Mr. Alok Kataria to present a memento to Mr. Bansal. Thank you very much for that truly engaging session. We loved all the animation. We loved the movie clips and the complete engagement. It was superb. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.